Alright, Jenkins, most of you know, is Signet, and this is the E3 series fire alarm control panel. I lost my key now. Got it.
What happened to the key that was in it?
This is it.
Okay.
Any of these keys will work. Any FCI key will work on any of the cabinets. They'll work on the pole stations, the test switches for the duct smokes. That's all the same key. This is an addressable system, so if a device goes off, it should give you a description of what it is and where it is. To set an alarm off, the only things that will set an alarm off are a device like a heat, a smoke detector, a pole station, a water flow, or the kitchen answer system. There's other devices out there, and they will show a trouble because they're like a supervisory. Anything, the other stuff to do with your sprinkler system, tamper switches, stuff like that, that'll come in, but it won't set the alarm off. It'll set it off as a trouble. Brian will get a call, and then if it's something we have to take care of, I'll get a call. But for the most part, there's only a few functions that you're going to have to be familiar with. Here, I'll set the alarm off. Probably go ahead and just pull a pole station, but works good. He's about 30 seconds. Alright. The first function is silence. Signal silence. The panel is still in alarm, the system's still in alarm. Let's just silence this so you don't get the noise. If the alarm goes off, it won't reset itself. When the trouble is cleared, like say a tamper switch gets turned, it'll come in as a trouble. Once it's put back in position, the trouble will clear itself. But when the alarm goes off, it has to be reset. Now, no one from the school should be resetting it. The only person that should be resetting it is Chris with the fire department. The system reset, we hold on. Now it's reset. And we'll give it a couple minutes and we'll come back up to speed. Any of these functions can be done from this cabinet or the remote mic cabinet down by the auditorium. You can silence and reset from the annunciator at the front door, but any other things with the menu can only be done from this and the remote mic cabinet. Some of the other features we have in the menu, there is you have a log. If there's a problem and you want to go back in and see what it was, you can go to the log, which it says here is 6, we would hit 6. Where it asks for the password, it'll have a level 1, 2, or 3. The password is always going to be whatever that level is, just 6 of them. So they're asking for a level 2 password. We would just hit 6 twos. Now we're in the log, we can display the log and go back through and see just what has been going on. Because I know one time there was an issue at night and Brian kept getting a call and we wanted to figure out what it was. At the time I didn't have the password to get into the log, but this is how we get into the log. There's not a fire alarm button program. We can program one, but talking to Chris, he's just going to handle it anyways.
Mic, just key up the mic, is that it?
The mic, yep, we just keep the mic on either end. Test. Second delay. So it's kind of weird listening to that talk.
Is it just wired to the
Yeah,
speakers and strobes?
The speaker strobes. Yeah, that's why they are speaker strobes. A lot of times you get those with a system that will tell you to get out of the building. This one just has an alarm, but that's what the speaker's for. So
Hopefully everybody's already out.
Do we have any questions?
That's it?
Tampa shows up as
She's
supervisory.
supervisory, so that'll come in as trouble. Like I said, the troubles clear themselves. So do you want me to take one off?
Is that the only one, the sprinkler system?
There are multiple tampers. I think there's 6 or 7 tampers in different locations. They're all in the same area though. And I'm trying to think what else is there. You would have, also on the sprinkler system, you would have your fire pump running. Fire pump comes on, that'll show us a trouble.
We've had that happened the past couple of days.
Yep. Power loss, if they lose the power to the sprinkler panel, that'll come in as a trouble power loss. It's on the generator, so it shouldn't last long.
Duct detector?
Ducks moves would set off the alarm. So,
You know how well they're labeled though.
they're labeled by the air handler, whatever air handler they go
Do
to.
they have the wing, the letter of the wing, like, remember you said it was A, B, C, or D?
It's
It's just a big building that serves.
Right, most of your duct, all your, I say all, most of your duct detectors are gonna be in the mechanical space upstairs, either the boiler room or the one off the upstairs.
Back of the hallway. How
Um,
about beside the sprinkler room?
That one is, we'll be getting a duct smoke, there's a change order in for it.
Okay.
But there's no. But
There was really only 3 rooms in it.
Right, there's one that's actually outside the main mechanical room upstairs, but it's in the ceiling, but the rest of them are gonna be in mechanical space.
Once in a while, we change the filters and those things, the dust will get sucked in when you pull the filter over. Trip the smoke detector. Especially if you don't change the filters all that often, if they're really dirty.
The biggest buttons you guys will be concerned with is signal silence and trouble acknowledge. If you give trouble, the enunciator is gonna beep and these panels are gonna beep. And all you have to do is hit trouble acknowledge. You'll still have the trouble, but it'll get rid of the tone. And that's when you would call us. We would come and troubleshoot what we need to do.
Who does the fire drills, Chris?
Yes. And I just come in and pull the postage.
That's how you do a fire drill? You
Yeah.
just come in and set something on.
Yep.
Pole station or something.
We can program a button. Usually it's up to the school how they want to handle it. And
We
I'm
don't
talking to
have that
Chris,
now.
he said he handles all the fire.
Yeah, I try to pick a different one each time, just make sure they all work.
Yep.
I'm assuming there's just a spring-loaded button behind that.
It's a switch. Yeah, just a
Toggle switch?
Toggle switch. So you would just flip it
Flip it
back
back
up, close it up, and you can just reset it. Those you have to like set it, once it goes to alarm, to get it to clear, you have to reset the system. A trouble will clear itself.
Some of the newer ones, when you pull it down, the button pops out.
Yeah,
All you have to do is
or just close shut. Correct.
This one's got the toggle.
It's got a toggle, yeah. And they don't have class either. A lot of the old ones,
Yeah.
they have little
Glass rounds, like at the high school, like they have glass rounds.
Yeah, and we don't have any of those here, so.
Stay when you pull it down, is it?
Yep, stays down,
So you
so you have to open it up and manually
Flip
flip
the
the switch and close it up. Any other questions? Great,
Thank you.
thank you.
Easier for personal, but cable, you